If you've ever looked at a box of old photos and felt guilty even thinking about getting rid of them, you're not alone. Most people I work with have boxes of photos they don't know what to do with, and they feel stuck because they don't want to make the wrong decision. If this is something you struggle with, hit the like button so more people can find this video. Hi, I'm Kelly Gray. I'm a certified photo manager, and I help people sort and organize their photo collections. It is hard to let go of photos because they feel tied to our memories. People worry, what if I'll regret this later? What if I let go of this photo and then I realize it's important? Sometimes there's family pressure too. They feel responsible for keeping everything. They feel like they need to save every single photo, even if it's blurry or if it's a duplicate or it doesn't mean anything to them. This question about what to keep and what to get rid of comes up with almost every client I work with. Most people have photos in boxes, but here's the shift that really helps. Photos are meant to be seen and shared and enjoyed. They're not meant to sit in boxes where no one ever looks at them. When you keep everything, it makes your photo collection overwhelming and not enjoyable. So I'm really curious, how many boxes of photos do you really have? Put your answers in the comments. I'd love to see them. Yes, it is absolutely okay to throw your photos away. You are allowed to choose what is meaningful to you. First, you go through your collection and you sort your photos and you find all the blurry ones. And you decide whether or not they are that important to keep, even if they're blurry. Next, once you have those sorted out, go through and look for duplicates. Duplicates can be set aside immediately. You might have family members who might want the duplicates, so consider that. But if you don't, they're absolutely okay to get rid of. So here's an example of 3 photos that are practically all of the same. It's the same day, the same time. So photos like this would be safe to cull and figure out which one to keep. I would probably keep the one that's a little bit more focused and the little boy is closer to the camera, but that's entirely up to you. No, it actually does the opposite. When you let go of photos that don't matter, it makes room for the ones that do. And those are the ones you'll actually look at and share. Okay, so how do you decide to keep certain photos versus what to let go? You need to look at the photos very carefully and decide which one tells the story and which one actually encompasses the moment that you experienced. So for instance, I have this group of photos here from a trip to Disney where you can see everyone is looking at this, visiting and seeing Mickey Mouse right there, right? And we're going on. This is the statue of Mickey, and everybody is with Mickey. And so, this is 8 photos of pretty much the same character with different people. So you have to decide, like, look at this one. Mickey is looking down. The little girl is actually the focus of the photo, but she's not even looking at the camera, etc. So you have to decide which one actually shows the moment. This one is just Mickey with none of the family members. So it's up to you, but honestly, I would probably choose Mickey with my family members versus Mickey by himself or Mickey the statue. A simple test you can use is ask yourself whether or not you'd include it in a photo album or a slideshow. If the answer is no, you probably don't need to keep it. So what I do usually is when I'm going through the photos, I make a maybe pile. And I will compare and contrast back and forth, and I might even set them aside for a day or so and go back to them and decide again. If you do not know who's in the photo and there's no context, you might want to go and check with other family members first. If no one else in the family can give you context of who it is in the photo, it is okay to let it go. Remember, you don't have to keep everything to preserve your memories. The right photos, the meaningful ones, are more than enough. If this was helpful, make sure you subscribe for more simple photo organizing tips. If you want help doing this step by step, you can check out the Photo Keepers Club. It's a really supportive way to work through your photos. And if you'd rather not do this yourself, you can always work with a professional photo manager.